Be polite, write diplomatically, even in a declaration of war one observes the rules of politeness. Faust complained about having two souls in his breast, but I harbor a whole crowd of them and they quarrel. It is like being in a republic. Crowned heads, wealth and privilege may well tremble should ever again the black and red unite. After the split between anarchists and Marxists in 1872, man cannot control the current of events. He can only float with them and steer. The great questions of the day will not be settled by means of speeches and majority decisions, but by iron and blood. Politics are not a science based on logic, they are the capacity of always choosing at each instant, in constantly changing situations, the least harmful, the most useful. The statesman's task is to hear God's footsteps marching through history, and to try and catch on to his coattails as he marches past. I have a burden on my soul. During my long life, I did not make anyone happy, neither my friends, nor my family, nor even myself. I have done many evil things. I was the cause of the beginning of 3 big wars. About 800,000 people were killed because of me on the battlefields, and their mothers, brothers, and widows cried for them. And now this stands between me and God. We live in a wondrous time, in which the strong is weak because of his scruples and the weak grows strong because of his audacity. Not by speeches and votes of the majority are the great questions of the time decided, that was the error of 1848 and 1849, but by iron and blood. If there is ever another war in Europe, it will come out of some damned silly thing in the Balkans. Life is like being at the dentist. You always think that the worst is still to come, and yet it is over already. Political judgment is the ability to hear the distant hoofbeats of the horse of history. In order to retain a certain respect for sausages and laws, one must not see them being made. Government is cancerous in head and limbs, only its belly is sound, and the laws it excretes are the most straightforward shit in the world. That which is imposing here on earth has always something of the quality of the fallen angel who is beautiful but without peace, great in his conceptions and exertions but without success, proud and lonely. Woe to the leader whose arguments at the end of a war are not as plausible as they were at the beginning. The position of Prussia in Germany will not be determined by its liberalism but by its power. That which is imposing here on earth has always something of the quality of the fallen angel who is beautiful but without peace, great in his conceptions and exertions but without success, proud and lonely. If this political business teaches you one thing, it is that you can be as wise as the wise men of this world, and yet you always wander into the next minute like a child into the dark. The greatest burden for the working class is uncertainty of life. They can never be certain that they will have a job, or that they will have health and the ability to work. We cannot protect a man from all sickness and misfortune. 73. Not through speeches and majority decisions will the great questions of the day be decided, but by iron and blood.